Hi, I'm Notyetdead in name and in nature, and welcome back to Train Sim World. So it's Tuesday the 9th of October, and Ruhr-Sieg Nord is out. Yeah, I've been quite looking forward to this one. It seemed to be a bit unclear as to, I'd seen a couple of YouTubers saying yes, it was out today, but I couldn't find anything to say it was definitely out. I've searched online, all sorts. But yeah, so it is today. Which is great news because I've really been looking forward to this one. If you're thinking about it, look at the price first. It's more expensive than West Somerset. Make that decision as you will. It's not cheap, these add-ons for this train, this game, I have to say. But anyway, I've actually really been forward to this one, so let's give it a go. So I did go in, it took me straight into the first one of the trains. So let's do that.
Welcome to this BR 185.2 electric locomotive in DB Traffic Red livery. During this brief introduction, we will go through the start and stop procedures. Climb aboard to get started.
The DB, was it BR 185.2? My goodness. Well, first thing to do is have a look round. Little grey. Freight train. Does look good though. Really does look good. As you would expect. I mean, I was immensely impressed with the West Somerset. Is it me or is there something underneath that DB logo? This is quite a mucky train actually. But yes, I was very impressed with the graphics on the West Somerset. It seemed a lot better than the base game. So this seemingly is also pretty good looking.
The battery will power up the control desk and allow you to interact with it.
Is that it though? Hold the battery switch in the on position. Doesn't say on, but okay. 3, 4, 5. There we go.
This locomotive draws power from the overhead electrical supply via a contact arm mounted on the roof. For this to work, we'll need to set up and then raise the pantograph.
They seem to go into a bit more detail. Auto.
A lot of your time will be spent in the driver's seat.
Duh.
To get the locomotive up and running, set the master switch.
Set the master switch to neutral. Okay.
Headlights are important in letting others around know that a locomotive is operational. We now need to wait a moment and let the brake system charge. It'll take a minute or two.
Looks to me like that's this dial. See the red needle going up.
The locomotive is now ready to be energized. This is controlled by the main circuit breaker. When stopped for longer periods of time or when leaving the cab, a parking brake is engaged. We'll need to ensure this is released in order to get moving.
What tricky to do from this distance.
Use the master switch to determine the direction of travel. The train brake is used for normal line operations. Due to the size and weight of this train, small amounts of traction should be used to overcome initial friction and prevent overpowering the electrical systems.
There we go. Don't appear to be moving. Did I miss something? Oh wow, that takes a while. Goodness me, okay.
Now we're rolling, we can apply more power and focus can be diverted towards achieving the desired speed.
Does not apply more power reach 31 miles per hour? 50 kilometers, I hope 30 kilometers, didn't I, this? Gonna make some funny noises. Now I do remember them explaining there's that little bar just between the clock and the speed, and I do remember them telling me what was saying what that was, not telling me, telling all of us what that was, and I don't remember now. Crikey! Once it gets going though, it's a bit wet out there. Look at all that water.
Coasting is a method used to easily move without engaging power. On a flat gradient, this is great for maintaining the speed limit. To bring this freight train to a safe stop, only a small amount of braking force is required. Practice and experience will teach you how much force you will need.
One A, one B, goodness. Stops reasonably quickly though.
Good work. That concludes all of the basics of this locomotive.
From a distance the loco looks okay. Up close it looks a little bit not as sharp as some of the others, but on the whole though it looks pretty good, and it's nice, it looks very different, which is quite nice. Right, so where to next? So won't do another tutorial. Done the 185.2 and there's the 143. Okay, scenarios: rise and shine, 10 minutes, freight exchange 45, returning empty, storm trail. Ooh, what's that? Keep the vital local train service going amidst a worsening autumn storm. Oh, that sounds fun. Heavy metal, take the controls of a heavy southbound train to Kreuztal yard. Pressure engine weapon, anti-wagons, operate the last shipment of steel. So there's only one of these actually a passenger service. What's this one? Bring passenger service train into operation for the morning service. Okay, oops, didn't want to do that, sorry. And then services. Oh, so there's 3 trains. So there's a 185.2, that's the one we just did. Okay, 143, and then the 7.2 DABPBZFA. Okay, wow, alright. Well, maybe we'll take a look at that one then. So let's do this short one just to get into it and see how it feels. Rise and shine. No, it's pretty early in the morning. 8 o'clock. Oh, they're not talking. Okay. Welcome to Finnentrop. At the start of each day, each train must be set up and brought into service. Now that's a cool train. So that's that DABFPZA thing. Oh, that's not my train. Find train the yard be on the station. Oh, this is an operational railway. Oh yeah, so it is. Look, trains going. Oh, that's quite cool. These are all your surroundings. I love these 2-layer coaches. They're brilliant. Okay. Bit grey again. 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh well, looks like my train's this way then. Oh, there's another train. So there's a freight train. So is that's the loco we just did, right? Yeah, looks like it. So it's a little bit on the dark side. I know it's supposed to be 8 o'clock in the morning. It's clearly, you know, autumn and grey and whatever, but just there's no light at the front. You need a torch. Like Farming Simulator, you need a torch. I do like the puddles and reflections though, it's pretty cool. It's just a little bit too dull. Right, so the track's currently dead, so let's be careful, make sure I don't get run over. I'm assuming you wouldn't, but you know, let's not risk it. Be aware of my surroundings, head into the yard and to the train. Okay. To move, you'll need to activate the locomotive and cab control car found at either end of the train. Oh, that's one of those things, is that our train then? Alright, okay. Climb board and set the battery. Actually, we'll be right on this side because there's a train just gone past. There won't be another one coming anytime soon. Climb board, set the battery to start and the pantograph to rear. That's a bit cool, isn't it? Okie dokie. Ah, so yeah, so it's the same as that one that just went. It's got a loco, so but we haven't done this loco. But oh, it looks like this is the closest way to get in. Is there a door? Yes, there is. Again, it's really dark in here. Really dark in here. Ready? Oh, right, okay. Oh, okay. Alright, well, shut that a minute. Set the battery to start and the pantograph to rear. Okay, oh goodness. Yeah, it just needs a bit more light. I found that with the 166, if you remember the last time we did it. Sit down, set the reverse to reverse. That until you really got going and moved the train, it was just too dark. Wait for the main reservoir to reach 6 bars of pressure. Yeah, not sure. Any of these dials moving? Oh, is that? Yeah, this red one here, that's going up, but it's too dull to see. Is there a switch to change the lights, the cabin lights? Or light up the control panel or something? Not obviously. And there probably is some way, you just got to find it, right? Set the pantograph to raised. Alright, okay. No. Lower and sand. The MCB to closed, okay. Set the driver's brake to full service. Okay. Okay, that was obviously built at some pressure or something. Set the driver's brake to release. Okay. So that's all good. Set the reverser back to neutral. Oh, no, not that one. To neutral. Okay. Driver's brake to off. Oh, wrong way. That's right. There we go. Headlights to tail lights. Ooh, separately. Headlight right off or white. So it must be red then. So not tail lights, but set them to red, which is fine. Tail lights fairly universally. Handbrake. Is that down here? Oh, cool. The wheel turny thing, that's cool. Climb down and head to the cab car. Door. This must be the same as the cab at the other end. Door somewhere. Yep. Alongside the door. Door close. Trying to get run over, sorry. Okay, head to the cab car. Gonna run. Shouldn't really run in the dark, but I'm gonna. You don't want to watch me walking around all the time. These are very cool coaches though. So let's have a good look at this. This is a pretty cool train. I like this one. So you've got this nice sleek train and quite an old looking loco at the back. But anyway, I'm pretty sure I've been on one of these. Though the one I had, I'm sure had seats all the way through the bottom, but I suppose that might just depend on the configuration. Never in the Ruhr though. Definitely been on one of these in Switzerland or something similar. With this sort of, you know, one down, one up thing. Can't remember if I've been on one in Germany. Wow. That's pretty cool. Okie dokie, anyway. Awesome. Set the battery to on. Okay. Set the signal lights to headlights. Okay. Sit down. Activate the brake key. Brakes usually on this side. Yep. Okay. And the reverser to forward. No, that way. Yep. Okie dokie. Set the train brake to full service. Not emergency. It takes some doing to take it off again. Set the train brake to release. Good noise. Crunchy noise. Set the pantograph to raise and the MCB to closed. Okay, everything looks good. Let's get going. You're routed into platform 3. So throttle gently again, I'm assuming. Make it 20%. Objective complete. Now I've got, interestingly, I've got the destination marker at the front. Now, if you recall in the last video, I talked about changing that. Now that moved a bit quicker than last time. That's interesting. Maybe this one's not quite the same as the freight one. It took ages to start. This one was reasonably quick. We don't want to go nuts, do we? Because we're only going a few hundred yards. Oh, we've got a red signal. Yeah, we definitely don't want to go nuts. So I'm just going to cheat a little bit, just use the buttons rather than the controller directly, and throttle back. Set throttle to off and we'll just coast. Yes, if you remember I said the destination marker, I thought we could change it, and I have changed it and it's not remembered. So I'll look at that. I think we could live with probably a little bit of brake. Doesn't appear to be doing a great deal. Interestingly, because there's a 1A and a 1B, it's a different brake. It's this whole, there's brakes, and the brakes don't do anything. You have to get the right brake. How confusing. Okay, we barely moved into the station, but alright. We got away with it somehow. Open the doors on the left side. Unlock left side doors. Wow, that's quite different. That's it for this shift, thank you. Okay. Are we actually even in the station? So I like the fact that you choose which side of the, that it's two separate. It's interesting that. So you tell it, yeah, we're barely on the platform. Yeah, so that was weird. So note to self, change the brakes when you sit in the car, because otherwise it gives the electric brakes, which actually weren't doing a thing. A little bit nerve-wracking when you come to red signal, so of course I ended up putting far too much brake on and we stopped short, but still. But yeah, interesting. I love the train. Looks great. Brightening up a little bit finally. A little bit. But yeah, interesting that you release the doors on one side and then you open them with a separate button. That's quite interesting. Or you unlock them with a separate button. Good morning, sir. Oh, guten Morgen. Hello, guten Morgen. They're all stood there thinking, where's my train? They've not looked to the right to see it. It's at the other end of the platform. That was cool. Right, so let's have a quick look. Let's try and do something in a bit more light. Everything's been a bit dull so far, and it would be nice to just have a better look round and actually run a train a little bit. I'm not going to do a massive long scenario. I'm not going to do, I just want this to be a bit of a first look, but let's have a look at something else. So I mean, we've done, the tutorial, we've done the first scenario, so let's have a bit of a look around. And actually, you know what, Bombardier, British train again. Max tractive effort. Whoa. Yeah, we'll go with that one. It's the one we just. So let's go for a nice. Rain's tempting, but I'm thinking we should go for a nice clear day so we can really see what's going on. And let's go for something during the day for the same reason. So what's the route like? Just wondering, oops. Just looking at yeah, so I don't seem to be able to. I can look around the map because we don't know the route yet. So the whole. You know what? Let's go for autumn because it is autumn, but autumn clear, so it's nice and sunny. Just, I'm not sure how you. Ah. Oh, I see. So you can search rather than look through a list. Okay. Yeah, that's no good. I just wondered if we could move around the map, but I'm not sure how you do it. Anyway, let's go for something in the middle of the day so it's nice and sunny. Iserlohn to Hagen. I don't know any of these places. Hagen Hauptbahnhof. To Siegen Hauptbahnhof. Iserlohn to Hagen. Oh, interesting. So we don't go all the way to Siegen. Looks like that's not on our route because they all say you'll operate it as far as Finnentrop. So Finnentrop looks like it's the end of our line. Wow, it's twisty. Let's try this one. Wow, okay, stop at location. Crikey, 221. Throttle's off. Brakes are running. I'm assuming that means we're all good then. Reverser to forward. Well, let's give it a go, shall we? We are continuing the journey, so you'd kind of think the train's all ready to rock and roll. Maybe? Just... brake key to off. Interesting. Okay. That was all we needed to do. It's kind of hard to tell because it does take a while for these to get going. Headlights and instrument lights on. Cab and timetable lights. Cab. Timetable. Can't see a great deal of difference, but anyway, that's better. Still a little bit grey out there. Let's power up a little. And we are motoring. Ah, no, line speed. Limit coming up already. Oh no, don't stand. And then we're about to lose it again, so you know what, by the time we slow down it'll be time to speed up again, but we should really. So yeah, I pressed the wrong button to change the brake, that was all. Ah, so it is that. Okay, so that line seems to be how much brake to how much power you're applying. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's good, so we're holding at 25. Does it hold? Is it one of these ones you put the throttle to off or to neutral? It just does hold the speed. It looks like it, actually. It's on the flat. He did say if it was on the flat, so that's pretty good. So we've got a little while before we can go back speed again, so let's have a look around. Well, it sure does look pretty. Forests and mountains. Little autumn sun, loads and loads of detail, actually tons of detail. Yeah, it looks really good. Should be speeding up really. Put the pedal to the metal, see what this baby can do. Whoa, it can do quick. Mind you, you're about to drop down to 56 again. We've missed our chance. So let's do that. Throttle back. Little bit of brake. Little bit more brake. We are going downhill. Reduce the brake. Nice. I'm liking this. There's lots going on. There's tons of stuff to the sides of the track. It's actually really detailed. Very good. Feels a little bit more thinking to do as well on the train. It's separate brake, you know, it's going back to sort of separate brake and throttle, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm liking this. Don't lose sight of the fact that we're coming up on a station, mind. So 0.6 miles, 900 yards. I'll take the throttle off. Just a little bit of brake. Start to get the feel for them. Let's bring us down so we can. I'm going to release that. We'll just coast for a bit. We've got time actually. We've got another minute before we need to stop. Like coming in a little fast. Actually, we've got some runoff on the platform. It does brake pretty sharp, actually. There we go. Nicely done, sir. Need to open some doors. Anyone remember where the button was for the doors? Because there was one. Oh dear. But you have to. There was another button, wasn't there, to say which doors you were going to open. Oh good grief. And it was over here somewhere. One feels one should have done a few more scenarios. Oh, hang on. door locking. Unlock left side. No, unlock right side, sorry. Oh my goodness me, come on. Now we're running late. There we go. So you do have to do that first. Interesting. It's pretty cool though. A little bit flustering and bewildering when you're first doing it, but I like it. Hern Limburg. Fahrkarten. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I need to figure out what the collectibles are. I like this. I do. Good morning, madam. Guten Morgen, Frau. Mein Frau. Whatever you'd say. I don't know. Something like that. Little secondman seat. That's quite cool. Little folded down seat. Right, so. Should then mean... Are you ready? Cool. It's kind of weird that you have the 2 buttons to unlock the doors. Good safety feature, but still, you know. Anyway, carrying on. Make sure the brakes are off. A little bit of throttle. Let's go. Hagen Hauptbahnhof. 2:33. Okay. Well. I think that'll do for today, just for a first look. You know, we've done the tutorial on one of the coaches. Crikey, this picks up speed fast. Look at that, shooting up. And we've done the first little short scenario, just getting the train into service, and we've done a bit of stuff in service mode, which I haven't really tried before, so that's quite fun too. So it's all about getting trains to places on time, which, as you're aware of, I'm not very good at, but kind of fun though. Got a slight downhill slope, so a little bit of brake wouldn't go amiss, just to stop us going too madly over the track limit. It's interesting, there's a 1A and a 1B, but it's not been calibrated for the thing below, so 1B is 2. 2 is 3, and so on and so forth. It's a bit confusing, but anyway, that doesn't matter that much. You apply the amount of brake you need. But yeah, so I think that'll do for today. I do hope you've enjoyed this. We've no coaches. We're one coach. Oh, how odd. Anyway, there's always something to find to talk about. Yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed this. First look, I'm just messing around because I'm not on the right mode. At the Ruhr-Sieg Nord. It is a little train, that's funny. Ruhr-Sieg Nord add-on for Train Sim World. I think it looks really good. A bit pricey, as I said, but no, I think it looks really good actually. I'm going to enjoy playing this. And for you, dear viewers, it's worth it. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please feel free to do so. And yeah, otherwise, I'll look forward to welcoming you back to Train Sim World sometime very soon. Bye bye for now.